Jill, also known as the Traveling Toe Reader, and so much more. I tried to go live before I left my place to come to work, and it wouldn't work. So I'm doing it here in my car before I head off into work. And today is Sit Down Saturday, where I share jokes or humor to remind us of how healing humor is and how important it is to laugh at this crazy life adventure. And I don't have any new jokes to share with you all, so I decided to share with you um, why I quit doing online dating after my last try. So it's been 2 years, almost 2 years ago since I've even been on a date. That's telling. The issue could be me. Maybe it's not my terrible dating experience. Maybe I'm the common denominator, but it's a story worth sharing. I worked with a couple cool friends, that girls that encouraged me to go online. One was happily married and the other one was dating someone she'd met online. And I personally have friends who have gotten married from dating, from meeting their person online. So as an diehard optimist, I let them talk me into it, and I posted a profile. Now, the thing is, I am not the norm in the sense of, at this time, I was driving a large cargo van that I was hoping to convert for van life. And I was living in Washington State, but knew I didn't want to stay there. So I manifested. I worked for a green builder who bought beautiful multi-million dollar homes in the Seattle area that they tore down and would turn into townhomes and whatnot. And because of the homeless situation there, they needed people to stay in these homes until they were ready for their demo. And so I happily did that. And I would stay in the homes and put a mattress down on the floor in the master bedroom and set it up to where it had everything I needed. I had my camping gear in the kitchen, and, a little table and two chairs, and the dishes and whatnot that I needed to contently live there. So met someone. I share all that because I met someone who was a traveling nurse, and we connected. We had amazing communication through our text, phone calls, online. He was great, and he was living on the other side of the state, across the mountains, and because I was going to go to him, but at the time it was winter, and a lot of times the passes close and don't let oversized vehicles through, which I was driving the van. So we made plans for him to come to me. And since it was such a long drive, he was going to stay at my place, my home. And he apparently claimed to have heard everything I said, in that I was choosing to be a minimalist, in that I didn't have a lot. I had what we needed to make dinner, but I obviously wasn't needing a lot of stuff to move forward and take with me. I also am not a drinker. I shared that with him. He wanted to make me dinner. So we made plans, and he came to my place. His pictures were not current when I met him. He was heavier than his pictures. A little catfish in there, but I'm all about the energy, and we had such a great connection. So I thought that I stayed open and to the possibility that he was this great guy, and we're going to have a great weekend. He was driving a car with a trailer on the back and storage up top. He looked more homeless than I did. And he brought a lot of stuff. And so when we got to my place, he unloaded all his stuff into my place. He brought bedding to sleep on in case we didn't connect, and in that way. He was gonna, that was cool. But he brought a TV. I haven't owned a TV in 10 years and said I don't watch TV, but he brought a TV, a big old TV, and movies for us to watch, a plethora of movies, and dishes. He brought glass dishes, like a dish set, um, plates, and a full set of silverware, and glasses, wine glasses. And he claimed I could have all this stuff, like that he got it for me. But I wasn't exactly wanting glass dishes to travel in my van with. Um, and he like and the first thing he did once he got there, he had a scraggly beard, and he asked if he could take a shower. Apparently that wasn't on his priority list before he met me for the first time. So he took a shower, and later I noticed like there was a dirt ring in my tub from his shower. That was one of the clues that. And he had never been to Seattle. He was from Kansas, I believe. So I thought we were going to have an amazing day doing the tourist stuff, seeing Pike Place and all the cool things there are to see, especially if you've never been to Seattle. He had no desire to walk anywhere that involved walking. He was, even though we chatted about, hiking and doing different outdoor things. He had no desire to hike, but he had another TV in his car he needed to take back to Best Buy. So we made that part of our date. And we went to Goodwill because I had a work party coming up that had a theme to it, and needed something. And he suggested we go to Goodwill. Like things that I wouldn't think you would do the first time you've been to Seattle. Um, Best Buy was an experience in itself. He was a little agitated with the salespeople, and he got agitated with me because I didn't stay with him in the store. Again, signs this isn't going to go well, but he'd done the drive, and so we had dinner that night. He made dinner, and salmon. And I like his salmon was a little more on the sushi side of things. I like mine less sushi-ish. Um, and I didn't eat the skin. I never have. He did, and was upset that I didn't eat the skin. But the real thing over dinner that was the kicker is he brought 6 bottles of alcohol with him. I don't drink, and not because I'm on the wagon, it's just. And so he brought I don't even know my wines. Moscato something. It's wine that tastes like juice that I like. And so I had a glass of that, and he wanted me to keep drinking, like upset I wasn't drinking my wine fast enough. And he had his alcohol, and again, I stayed optimistic. I still continued to try to keep the conversation going, tried to see the positive and be hopeful. And this is going way longer than I planned on this video here, but the date also went way longer than I planned. He stayed the night, and like it was fine. He was a nice guy. He was a decent guy, but he was looking for, I don't know what he was looking for. It wasn't me. And so it ended the next morning with his final attempt to impress me. When he came into the kitchen, we were going to make breakfast, but first he brought his razor and asked me if I'd like to shave him. Like, we didn't connect. I'm not looking for an intimate, like, I'm going to shave your face. And he was like, "No, you can do it. You can't hurt me." No, I said, I wish not to do that. So then he proceeded over the kitchen counter to shave himself, to show me how he didn't need a mirror to dry shave like most guys do. Most guys don't shave over the kitchen counter. And that was my last date I have ever been on. 2 years ago. we chose not to have a follow-up date. Surprise, surprise. And I no longer attempt to go online to date. One, I would have no idea how to market myself in the desire. Like, I'm open to meeting someone amazing. I'm also pretty happy with my life and believe wholeheartedly that just keep laughing at life's different things, and there's someone out there for everyone. Or, be happy just doing you, and you never know what's around the corner. Life is an adventure. And so that was my long ass story. Sorry about that, taking it so long. My storytelling needs to improve. But you all have an amazing day. I wish you much love and a terrific, beautiful Saturday. Bye-bye, everyone.